30 points from Caitlin tonight. I'm putting my name on it. Rickea Jackson starting lineup. If not tonight, then very, very soon. I'm putting my name on it. Her highest field goal attempts through her first 5 seasons were 6. It went up to 9 last season, the season they went to the lottery. I mean, she only played 12 games. But now for them to make 2 lottery picks, for De'Erica Hamby to be playing the way that she is, and now your attempts to go up to 12 all of a sudden, ooh, I don't like it. Okay, technically that was about the last Sparks Fever game 2 games ago, but apparently I was on to something. So can I at least get half credit? No. All right, it ain't about me. It ain't about me. Caitlin Clark, first 30-point game. Very impressive. Even more so impressive to me were the 3 blocks because they all came against bigs. De'Erica Hamby, Uru, and Brink. She got them all out of there. The free throws, 15 free throws. Once again, proven physicality is not an issue for her in this league. Physicality will be in her favor. She's officially a two-way player. Nobody can say she's not at this point. The only thing I see the haters commonly holding on to is turnovers and wins, of course, but nobody expected them to win much. At least anybody with any kind of sense and rationality didn't expect them to win much. The turnovers, that still needs to get cleaned up, as well as the 3-point efficiency. But as I said in the previous video, that's the next download. You get one download at a time now. Aaliyah Boston, also very impressive with 17 and 6 again. Most of the damage done in the second half. She was in foul trouble early on. 2 3-points attempted and made, but attempted more importantly than anything. It was crazy to hear the announcer almost bar for bar say what I said in the previous video. You can find them all in the playlist I made called The Clark Effect, where I was saying that all of her 3-point attempts from last season came up against the shot clock, what we call grenades, and that she hit 4 of those, 4 of 10. And it was great to hear Aaliyah say, even in the post conference, that her intentions this year are to step out and shoot more of those shots. So I mean, not saying that she heard my video at all. My ego's not that crazy, but just to see that a pro came up with the same assessment for herself that I came up with, would never heard hearing her say that. I mean, it's a little validation as well too. I was on the roll, y'all. Matter of fact, here's her comments.
Aaliyah, we saw you a couple times feel comfortable take that 3 with confidence. We're going to see more of that maybe this season. You
We'll
hope.
see how the cookie crumbles, I guess. I'll see if I mean, I'm just glad I was able to take them and knock them down tonight. But I mean, it's just understanding when and where, and so that was what it was tonight.
All right, so this video is turned into one big I was right, but I'm not done. Kelsey Mitchell. I said in the previous video how I look for players in parlays who very little standard deviation. Like if you average 16, you get 16. Don't give me 10 one night and then 22 the next night and then tell me you average 16. Kelsey Mitchell was that player. If you go look at her last 5 games, even before this game, just very consistently hitting her numbers. Not very efficient. Still needs to work on that. But as far as having a player that you can depend on, you can write it down on a scoreboard before you even get there. This is what she's going to give me. That's a great player to have moving forward. I believe this is the last year in the contract. They should go ahead and try to get her extended as soon as possible. She's a great player for Caitlin to play next to for the next few years at least. The Fever as a whole, they play well. The game was a little sloppy on both ends during the first half, picked up in the third quarter as far as shooting. A lot of people are upset with Coach Sides and her decision on when she put Caitlin out the game, but that's going to happen every single game as far as the Fever's offense falling apart when Caitlin goes out. So we can write that story now for every game for the rest of the season and say that's where the Fever lost. To me, it's more about them finding a way to get through those minutes. And also, I just don't see the need to use a lot of energy saying we have to fire Christie Sides, we have to fire Christie Sides, just because that's like me saying we need Thanksgiving in November. It's already on the calendar. You're not going to be able to go back to the lottery 3-4 times with this team, even though the expectations shouldn't be higher than they were before. The stakes definitely are, and the tension definitely is. Same thing with the Sparks, Kurt Miller. You're not going to be able to go back to the lottery 3-4 times and think that you're just going to hold on to a spot in a professional league. That's not how the NBA works. LeBron is on his 10th coach. They're looking for his 10th coach in year 22. So you let that sink in. Everybody's not Greg Popovich and going to have this really long tenure. So like that's going to happen sooner than later. No need to waste too much attention here. People can use it for clickbait all they want. I'm not going to really waste my energy speaking on something that I already know is going to happen. The team also needs to get better as well. Before we even think about finding a new driver, we have to build this car up a little bit more. Well, we got an engine. We need some tires, a new door, a whole lot before we start worried about who's going to drive. So just my thoughts on that. Moving to the Sparks, they did win, right? Rickea Jackson, she got her first start. We've been calling for it. We've been begging for it. I made some comments on my last video that got me blocked by Lexi Brown. I didn't mean I didn't mean to go that hard. I apologize. I watched it back. I didn't try to be that mean spirited. I was just saying numbers and facts. It was true, and I couldn't have been too far off of base. Seeing as how Lexi Brown took one field goal attempt in the first half, and the Sparks ended the half with the lead. So something got through. It might have hurt some feelings. I can definitely say, whereas Aaliyah Boston, I'm not sure if she saw my videos, but I can definitely say that Lexi Brown heard what I had to say because I looked up, I tried to go check her page on Instagram. It was like, ooh, I go to my other page and there it was. I said, okay, the girl blocked me. Anywho, Hamby, she balled out. Same as last game. Most of her damage was done in the first half. It was all about Hamby. It was all about Rickea Jackson getting to the line. She got to the line 8 times. That physicality and sizes advantage was on display. She's either going to be too fast for you or too big for you. She missed a three, got it back, took Lexi Hole in the post, delivered the blow, and got the foul. So the game got down within 6. Late in the fourth quarter, there's about 2 minutes left. They subbed her in, went right to her. She drew that foul on Caitlin and went and split the pair. So you can see they know how to deploy her. And it was great to see her get some of the touches. It was great to see Lexi Brown show some restraint and only take that one field goal attempt during the first half and kind of let everybody else flourish. Listen, sometimes you got to crack some eggs to cook. That's just how breakfast is made. So I do apologize for the way I came off in that last video. I'm not here to make enemies. I'm not here to make enemies, man. Sports are supposed to be fun, but I'm always gonna say how I feel, and that's just what it is. Eric McDonald, player of the game, obviously. Her and Rickea were the ones doing most of the damage from the free throw line in the first half. Then once the fireworks started during the third quarter or second half, it was her, Kia Nurse, and Ray Burrell doing most of the damage from deep. So Eric McDonald for sure took home the game ball from this one for me. I believe it Sparks as well. So I just feel like both of the teams can use these games more as a measuring stick to learn about themselves, more so than some of the lopsided matches. They can use some of the shot distribution and strategy that worked in this game for both of them going forward. Whereas where you're playing against teams like the Aces, the Connecticut Sun, you don't really learn much about yourself except that you're not on their level. I mean, there are some things that you can do that work, obviously, but it's kind of hard to measure yourself where you just don't measure up, as opposed to measuring yourself against a team where you guys are kind of on the same level. So, speaking of which, it's going to be great to see the Aces and the Minnesota Lynx go at it tonight. That's pretty much the game of the night for me. Also, seeing Phoenix and Kalia Copper. She was on a roll. She was on the road. That roll got stopped against the Sun. Let's see if she can pick it back up tonight against the New York Liberty. So, those are the two games I'm most excited to watch. So those are the games I'll be locked in for tonight. A lot happened over this long Memorial Day weekend that I have to get back and cover. So should have some more videos on the way today. If you want to see those, go ahead and get subscribed. Hit the like button. You know the whole drill. I'll be back with another one soon. Until then, peace.